Dear son, it's Nathan. This is a video I've thought a lot about making, and even though I am extremely short on time, I felt that I could not make it. So it's Thanksgiving. And when I say that, I don't mean the American Thanksgiving that's happening today, and I don't actually mean the Canadian Thanksgiving that happened a month and a half ago. But in that time period, I wanted to make this video about Thanksgiving, which is both of them and is much, much more than that. Thanksgiving, as you've probably heard, is the celebration of the harvest. And as such, there are a number of harvest festivals. There is, of course, Thanksgiving, but there's also other different holidays that are the same, like Halloween. There are a host of holidays about collecting food door to door at the time of the harvest. There are a bunch of not food-based, but other harvest-based celebrations during this time, like Oktoberfest. The wine festivals in Switzerland were very popular around this time. And I remember that it was Apple Day recently in England, which probably started off being about cider. There's an incredibly important cycle to this that we don't understand in our day-to-day lives these days because food is so plentiful and the bounty is unending. There is no season. You can buy watermelon in the middle of December. Why? Because economics. But when we look at these holidays, there is a deep and lasting meaning that we should remember. And that is the cycle. So the harvest comes in and the people haven't been eating well. Why? Because the food is in the field, and if you harvest too soon, it's not ready. And there's not enough of it to last you through the winter. So people haven't been eating as much as they'd like. And you've got all this food now. So much food. And you put aside the best portion of it and you have that first meal. Maybe the first real meal you've all shared in a while. And there's in everyone's heart, in everyone's mind, the knowledge that in addition to this being a first meal, it is also a last supper. Yes, it's the beginning of a lot of things, but we already mentioned winter is coming. And in that winter, people will die. The old, the frail, the sick, and the unlucky will die. And in the spring, there will need to be planting and waiting for the first harvest, for that next real meal. And it is a long way off, even for the strong, the healthy. It is a long, long time. Since Canadian Thanksgiving, there have been a number of deaths in our family. Your great-grandfather, your great-grandmother, your great-aunt-in-law, your grand-aunt-in-law, grand-aunt-in-law, yes. And most recently, your great-grand-uncle. Sure. Relationships confuse me at times, but it is wrong to remember the bounty without realizing that the cycle continues. And so I wish you a happy Thanksgiving.